I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams. Hey, YouTube friends, it's me, your one fuzzy boy. Never back at you again in the Gee Whiz, it's Christmas season. Yeah, I know everything's going nuts, but we're not going to think about that because you need distractions and I'm here for you. So thank you for watching my show. Yes, the only show with lemon-scented limes, lest I forget, and the only show with a supernatural, super awesome third eye. I mean, why ask why? Laugh! Is this joke never funny, ever? But we're going to keep telling it. So if you did,
oh dang,
laugh.
Thank you. It's Wednesday again, my YouTube friends, and I want to thank you all for being my YouTube friends. I feel truly blessed to have YouTube friends like you. Thank you. And thank you for clicking that subscribe button and that little bell icon, especially in this holiday season. Make sure that if you've been unsubscribed that you check and make sure that you are subscribed. With that said, you know what movie I'm reviewing, and I'm very happy about it, so let's get into it. And today's movie is TheCroodsANewAge, a.k.a. Croods 2. It is a PG movie. It is an hour and 35 minutes. It's an animated adventure comedy that came out November 25th, so we're about 2 weeks late on it. Better late than never. It's from director Joel Crawford, who did the Trolls holiday thing, and this is his second directorial debut. He's got a lot of things for being in the art department and stuff. So I can understand a few things that went wrong here, but we'll cover those as we get to them. There's a lot of writers on this. It is a cartoon, so just hold on to your hats, folks. Writing goes to Kevin Hangman, Dan Hangman, Paul Fisher, Bob Logan, Kirk Domenico, Chris Sanders, and that's a mouthful any way you slice it. Some good writing here, though. I do feel the story is a little choppy, though. It could have used a little less of this and a little more of that, but it really works towards the end. It stars Nicolas Cage, Emma Stone, Ryan Reynolds, love him. Not just because he's Deadpool, and Catherine Riena, Cloris Leachman is back. Her voice has definitely changed since the previous film. Claire Duke as Dunk, and they got Leslie Manning and Peter Dinklage as the Bettermans, along with Kelly Marie Tran. And I love them. They work so good together. And our production company is DreamWorks Animation. And our distributor here in the good old United States of America. God bless America. The land that I love was Universal Pictures.
Ding.
Comcast.
My thoughts on the film. I have a few things. They did some changes from the previous Croods. I mean, remember at the end, everybody had tans and were doing real good. Well, all that stuff kind of got forgotten in this new movie. Also, Douglas has changed from that tan and kind of grayish color to a very vibrant purple. And yes, the story is a little chippy choppy, and I felt they could have flowed better, but I have to admit it's a decent film. I like it. I feel like, this is things that are just foibles as someone who is an avid movie watcher who's watched the previous movie. I just wish that studios would go, hey, let's pull out the previous and just make sure that we have the characters on model from what they were in the end of the movie to now kind of thing, which is honest complaint. I think it reflects it in the score. I think some of these people out here Can't have the wool pulled over their eyes on this. Or the fake snow. I love Carrie Moon Tran and Emma Stone's reactions together. I just wish there were more of it in the story. And Cloris Leachman is a very big part of this story as Gran. And, you know, I feel like it's a decent story. It made me laugh. It made me cry. It made me feel good. It restored my faith in humanity almost. Because you know that's going to get dashed immediately as soon as I'm done recording this. Because this is 2020, the year of, oh my gosh. With that said, I love it. And minus all the foibles, I definitely see this as a TV watch. I definitely see this as a DVD buy. And I kind of want to see a director's cut, if at all possible, but I highly doubt it because it's an animated film. Do highly recommend that you see this in a theater if you can. If not, I know it's coming to VOD very soon. I do want to see what Synopsis thinks because I love it, and I know that they're going to see the same things that I saw, plus any little nonsense things, which, you know, they always send narration, and I feel like this film, they lost a lot of the narration that made the first film so good. So it does suffer from that sequelitis, and I just don't think that films are ever going to be able to really get over that sequel because you're always going to look back and say, well, this was this and that was that. And I'm going to overlook this because, you know, I was feeling ick when I was going to see this movie and I was like, yeah, we're going to go see something. And I'm like, yeah, this is 2020. We're going to go see some trash. This is not trash. This is well made and minus its problems, you know. I feel like this is probably one of the movies of 2020. And if you can remember if I said any other movies were the movies of 2020, please hit me up in the comments because I can't remember. I can't even remember what I had for lunch yesterday. So it is a 7.1 on IMDb and a 75 without a certified fresh and 95% on audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. And it's a decent movie. If you have nostalgia and you remember the first one, the characters are recognizable. The voice acting has changed slightly due to people who do them from age. I do like the plot lines in the story, and they do kind of mesh together towards the end. And I think this is the best we can ask for. I am a little bit worried because a lot of the new Universal pictures are going to be coming to HBO Max in the future, and I think this is going to change the way we see a movie, and I'm a little worried about that, but I think it's going to change it for the better. I think people who want to have the theater experience are going to have that theater experience, and the people who want to sit at home in their underwear and watch the same movie and, you know, hit their vape and talk on their phone and just be completely aloof through everything aren't going to. And people are really scared of that, and I think we shouldn't be. Just to be honest with you, I think this might be a new age for us. With that said, you know, that likes and views are how YouTube works. It's not the way I want it, but it's just the way it is. And remember, all comments are 100% guaranteed response. Hit me up. I miss your comments. It's always a ray of sunshine in my life. And you know I have to ask. I have an Amazon. I have a Patreon. It is not without your support that keeps this channel afloat. I don't know how I do it without you, and I don't know how you figured out that I needed a new mouse. Thank you to whoever sent me that. It has been a godsend because I've been using the mouse controls on my keyboard, but I digress. Thank you for your donation so far, and thank you for supporting my American dream. And with all that said, for a final time, because it's a bit of a running joke on this channel that I can't stop saying it, if you want to see more of this nonsense, make sure you click that subscribe button and that little bell icon.
Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings.
And I will see you all in the next movie review. Bye. Croods. Yes. I know it had problems, but it was a decent film. Finally, film that isn't a crime against humanity. Been too long, man. Well, I gotta get going because it's 2:30, and I hope you all have a great week. See you next time.